welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. My name is Jeff, and today we're going to finish up Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is set number 21360. This is part 3. If you missed any of the parts, I'd appreciate it if you go back and watch those. Anyways, this is a really great set so far. We've got bags 1 through 11 done, and so we're going to start with 12, and I think we end up on bag 16 for the last one. All right, well, here, let's turn this around so you guys can see what's been built so far, and I'll change the camera while I'm at it, too. All right, so what we have here is we've got the chocolate waterfall, which likes to get hung up at certain spots. It's almost predictable where it gets hung up. I don't know how to fix that. I haven't taken it apart and looked yet, but I will. And we've got a little bit of the factory going on here. I did these tubes yesterday. The way the instructions had it, it wasn't tight. And so it like put it at a weird angle and they kept falling out if you touched it. Well, I'm happy to say that I went ahead and added a spacer in there just right. And so now this does not do that. So we've got that done. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and build a minifigure and keep on trucking. So how's everyone's day been? I've had a pretty miserable day, I'll be honest with you. But I'm glad it's almost over. So, but last night was a good night. I was able to focus on my Lego City out there, and I was able to finish the video, edit it, render it. It's ready to go for Wednesday, so I'm happy about that. And here we have another character with a golden ticket. Sorry, I don't know the name of this participant here. But there we go. And I'm going to turn this around so I can start building it. Evening, Jeff, and this is Kenneth. I'm sitting here watching your live stream build while enjoying my day off. Oh, your day off. Awesome, dude. You don't get too many of those, so I hope you really do enjoy that. Man, so, okay. I don't know what to say about that. I'm almost speechless, Ken. That's awesome. And also, Ken, I don't know if I told you, I used to have a manager named Ken when I worked at the hospital, and he was honest, I could tell you, he's my favorite manager because he encouraged growth. And I think the best thing about that manager was that when you made a mistake, because he used to be in the Army as a paratrooper, he would tell us, well, nobody lost a life, so let's learn from it and move on. And he did not get upset about mistakes. So really, really appreciated that guy. Cosmic Bricks, or otherwise known as Owen the Lego Master. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, that manager that I had, Ken, he actually served in the Bosnia War, and I mean, he didn't like talking about it, but he'd actually, you know, in the line of duty, had to unalive some people, if you know what I mean. And that's where a lot of his relaxed attitude came from in the civilian world, because he's just like, you know, this isn't the same. No one's going to lose their life. We can get through this. So anyway, good guy. And the other thing, too, is if he didn't know the answer, because we did some IT things where we built some what do you call it, applications for better business processes. If we didn't know the answer on how to do something, he would sit down and do the research with me. So I only work again this week, 10 hours, 4 days. Okay. So is that your normal schedule? And if so, I'm assuming that what's been going on for the last several months has just been out of the ordinary, or is working 410s out of the ordinary? Boy, that's refreshing. So Mrs. Chip, how you doing? How's your day going? Owen, how you doing? Does anybody have any favorite lines from this movie? I'm just curious. I don't remember the movie that well because it's been, I don't know. Like I said, the version that I watched was Gene Wilder in it, and that is really old. I'm going to turn this around as soon as I'm done with this next little wheel thing that we're building. Oh, come on. Now this is starting to look like the Willy Wonka I remember. You know, diabetes heaven. I'm okay, bud. How are you? My favorite line is Oompa Loompa. Oh, yeah, that's true. I remember that. Actually, today was a good day, guys. I looked at some websites and I applied for a couple different jobs today. I found the post office is hiring, and it's a city carrier job, which means you do not have to provide your own vehicle. They provide a vehicle for you, which I don't know if you knew, but those rural carriers are driving their own vehicles, and I just can't do it because I don't think I'd make any money. I think I'd be spending all my money in a vehicle. And on top of that, you have to have a right-hand drive vehicle. And if you're in the U.S., you know that right-hand driving vehicles are not that common. And so they're hard to get and they're expensive. So I don't know how those guys make even $1. But I don't want a rural carrier. I want a city carrier job because city carrier is where the post office provides the vehicle for you. So I went ahead and did that. And then the grocery store in town is hiring. So I applied there. And then the police department here is hiring. And I did not put my application, but I looked at it and I'm mulling over my options. And Ken says, I got my Lego replica Falcon UCS in the mail Tuesday. Usually off 5 days, 10 hours, with just the weekend. Okay. So things are kind of slowing down. Okay. Gotcha. Well, Jenny's dad, my father-in-law, he is getting remarried. And his wedding is actually just about 2 weeks off from now. And really happy for him. Mrs. Chip's mom passed away a couple years ago now. And, her dad's been out there on the dating scene trying to find somebody. And boy, oh boy, it looks a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you that. I've listened to his stories and I feel for him because there's a lot of people out there that just, I don't know what their deal is. You think they want to date, but it's more like they just want to play games. And I don't even know why they're on a site to find somebody if nobody's good enough for them. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, he's going through that process and he'll be getting married here in about 2 weeks. So congratulations to him. And this gal, oh my gosh, she's worlds better than the last one. He actually, not that I want to put his business out there, but just how bad the dating market is. He dated a woman for almost a year. They got engaged. And at last minute, this lady called it off. And she said, well, I never wanted to get married. Well, then why did you string him along? Because they dated for about a year. Then he proposed to her, and then they were engaged for a year. And so he was over there all the time doing stuff for her, like rebuilding the shelves in her cold storage, landscaping. He was doing all kinds of stuff for her. And she waited until like, I think it was like 2 weeks before they're supposed to get married. And then she's like, oh yeah, I never really wanted to get married. And it's like, oh my goodness, what the hell? So you strung this guy along for freaking 2 years, basically. I don't know, crazy stuff. But this other one he got, she's different. She's a simple lady, and I mean simple in a good way, meaning she's not complicated. She doesn't play games. She just enjoys spending time with them. And anyway, he's asked for her hand in marriage, and she said yes, and that will be done here in the beginning of November. So happy for him all the way around. Wow. So I will turn this around in a minute here. So you guys can see what I'm doing. It's just I don't do very well when I try to build upside down. So I apologize for the not being able to see what I'm doing as I do it, but I can't do it that way. I got my car fixed this morning. They had to replace the wheel bearings and the wheel hubs. It took them 4 hours to fix it. I spent $530 for that. How many wheel bearings did you have to get? All 4 of them, or just the front ones, back ones? I've actually replaced wheel bearings on a Chevy Astro van that I had, and also a Ford F100 1972. I had to do that to it. Very familiar with that process. It's not, I don't think it's overly complicated, but sure isn't any fun. And it also depends on if you have a front wheel drive car. If you have a front wheel drive car and it's on the front, I've never done those before, but I've known someone who had to do it, and that is a lot more complicated than, yeah. Wow. How did I end up with so much extra? Oh, really? Did I really miss that? Okay, well, let's fix that up. I'll turn it around. I'm having a midnight feast. Well, what's on the menu, my friend? Okay, so now that we've finished up a bag, let's turn this around so y'all can see this. Okay, so we did this little area here. Looks like a little pathway we've got here. And, of course, a bunch of sweet things here. So a lot of good sweetness in here. And we are on to bag number 13. So let's grab the extra pieces and let's throw them over here. And let's go ahead and, we're building more plant life. 3 pork pies, Doritos, and seafood sticks. Sounds like a well-balanced diet there. That's awesome, dude. I actually like the seafood sticks. Those are good. Those are. I did not eat. I just, and if you guys noticed, I signed up for this at the very last minute, and that's because I was not awake. So, wait a minute. Why is this? Okay. My whole entire sleep schedule has been thrown off again. My blood pressure may heighten because of the salt. Yeah, you know, that's one thing I've been trying to watch, because I watched this podcast with a doctor who has been able to, well, I don't know if I believe his claims. He says he's been able to help several people get rid of diabetes and cancer and stuff. And I don't know if I really think that he's done all that, but his advice is, if you want to do better to avoid sugar, it's SOS, sugar, oils, and salts. That's right. Okay, and then we got this little thing going on here. Yeah, but I don't think I'm one to be given any advice on that. I need to do better when it comes to health. Okay. Looks like we're going to be building a lot right here. So I will try to build as much as I can where you guys can see it as I'm building it. Just the front wheel, they had to grind the rust off before they were able to press the wheel. Okay. The reason they had to replace the hubs because they should. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that makes total sense. And if yours is a front wheel drive, then they are more complicated because they got to, yeah, there's a lot they got to do there. Because that's where your transaxle is if you've got a front wheel drive. And I can't remember everything that's involved in it, but yeah. Well, I'm glad you got it done, Ken. And I don't know, Ken, if you were around to hear my story. I had a scare last 2 weeks ago when I went to Texas and back. I completely lost my brakes on my truck. And it was unexpected because I usually maintain them. I maintain the truck, and my stuff doesn't go to a shop normally. Sometimes it does, but very, very rarely. And I was coming down a hill, and I had what do you call that? A trailer full of stuff, 7 by 14 foot trailer, and it was loaded down with furniture and stuff. And I was coming down a big mountain on a country highway in the dark, and because of the grade was so steep, I was picking up speed, and I could see, because cars coming the other way of the headlights, how the road curved. And so I thought to myself, I better tap on the brakes and slow me down just a little bit before I hit that. And so I did. And when I hit the brakes, my truck didn't respond at all. Not at all. It just nothing. And oh man, talking about finding out if your sphincter works and your knuckles and your heart. Yeah, white knuckle moment for sure. And I ended up wrong ones. I got real lucky because, like I said, it was dark, so I couldn't see the road that well. Well, it did go down, but before it hit the curve, the road came back up just a little bit and then made the curve. And so I was actually able to slow down just enough to get that curve and not crash. And then from there, I just let the truck coast to a stop. And I found a repair shop and pulled in and stayed in the parking lot overnight. And we were good. But yeah, that was definitely a moment of scariness. And what had happened was the rear rotor had actually literally fallen apart. I messed up when I did the brake job a year and a half ago. And when I went to the shop, I just asked for rotors, told the guy what kind of truck I had. He did not ask if I had the towing package. And since this is the first time I've ever done the brakes on that thing, I also didn't know that I had to tell him I had a towing package. But if you have a towing package, the rotors are thicker and more, heavy duty. And I just put the regular ones on there, and that's why it fell apart. All right, here we go. Yeah, Tesco. I've heard of that brand. That's awesome, dude. So how's everything going with you and your channel, Owen? Or do you want to be called Cosmic Bricks now? I mean, I could change what I call you. That doesn't bother me at all. I actually thought the guy at the shop was gonna gouge me because I was in New Mexico, and I was out of state plates. I mean, it was obvious where the position I was in, but I got to give those guys props at that shop. They did exactly what needed to be done. They didn't gouge me. The price wasn't that bad. They did me right. So oh, your channel's on pause until 2026 as I am focusing on. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hopefully you can get taken care of what you can get taken care of, so you can get back to it if that sounds like that's what you want to do. I know you said you like to detail cars. Is that going pretty well for you? I'm currently working on parting out a Lego set. I've got 23 copies of it, if I remember right. And I'm trying to get it done over the weekend. Because I want that table available so that I can, on Monday morning, start the Batman Shadow Box thing. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's mostly I'm focusing on Legos emptying my. Oh yeah, it'll do that. In fact, I have a small confession to make about that. When I first started doing Lego on eBay, the reason I started is kind of embarrassing. I was in college, and I had ordered $800 worth of Legos without telling Miss Chip. And it arrived, and well, let's just say Mrs. Chip wasn't happy, because normally I was the one that got the mail, but I don't remember what happened, but she got the mail that day before I did. And she saw all the Legos, and she told me that I better not spend another dime of our money on Lego. I better find a way to make money off of it. And I took that as challenge accepted. And I went ahead and started selling Legos on the internet, not knowing what I was doing. Probably still don't know what I'm doing. And anyway, I started selling them and been selling them ever since on the internet. That's how I got into it. Hello, John. Hello, Greg. How you guys doing? How's your evening going, both of you? Oh, let's see. Oh, boy. I got to turn this around, guys. I can't. I'm having trouble building from an angle I'm not looking directly at it. So sorry about that. Okay, let's get the red one done. What Lego do you have? Oh, way too many. I've got about 2,000 sets. And if I ever finished putting them together to verify them, I probably would. I'm up to the official list on it's not rebrickable, Brickset. Has me at like 1,650 sets. But if I were to take the time to go through the rest of them, I'm sure I'd be right at 2,000 or a little over. All right, I will turn this around just as soon as I'm done with this bag. I don't have a whole lot of pieces left, so that's not going to be too long. Oh, okay. See, I'm getting a little turn around here. Just looking at it just like this. Yeah, Mrs. Chip is right. It'd be a shorter list if you asked what I didn't have. And that is for dang sure. Mrs. Chips doesn't skip a beat. Okay, that just looks super weird because it gave me some pieces that okay, I don't see where it goes. So, all right, I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see it, and then we'll start on bag number 14. All right, so in this bag we worked on this area here, the steps down, and we also worked on this chocolate bridge. Again, I don't know the set that well. Oh, well, just looking at the next one, we're building the boat next. Oh, for sale. I don't have any. I have some complete sets, but very little. Mostly, I just have parts right now, and a lot of parts actually. Let me take a look real quick, and I'll tell you. It's going to make me sign in. I can already tell. Okay. Well, according to Bricklink, I have 740,000 different parts for sale right now. So quite a bit. Yeah. Mrs. Chip, Mr. Chip had some choice words for you today. Yeah, she always has choice words for me. So what goes around comes around. And actually, I don't remember what I said. So, all right. You still need 2 of the F1 Speed Champions. And Porthos jumped upon the table. Oh, boy. Did you knock a couple teeth out? If Speed Champions ever come out the F1 movie car, let me know, please. Send me a link. Lego is rumored to making it. Bro, I spent £3 on Doritos to find out there's more air than chips. You know, shrinkflation, as they're calling it, is a real thing. And that is where they're charging the same prices, but making the packaging slightly smaller or just more air in it. I am very furious. Grocery shopping is really difficult these days and expensive. Yeah, but I'll bet your books weigh more than my Legos. But I'm hoping that by the end of the next growing season, meaning spring, I'm hoping, or the beginning of the next growing season, I'm hoping to be able to get a trench digger and run a water line about 300 feet out. And because there's a nice spot over there that gets about 75% sun. And I would love to have a garden over there. So let's see. Scott's in the house. How's it going, Scott's Blocks? We are Peeps Marshmallow Delicious. Yeah, doing pretty good, Scott. Must be a shortage on cheese flavoring. I could have made a really disgusting joke about that, but I'm gonna pass on that. I think everyone would be better off if I did pass on that. Still trying to get like a marshmallow soon. Awesome. That is what they're doing with tomato juice jar soda pop. Yeah, I imagine. Oh boy. I do like this boat, guys. Back to the build. This is a good build. My jokes aren't as good as the build, but the build's good. Speaking of which, guys, I know that there's going to be a video for Wednesday because I've already done it and I've already rendered it. I just got to post it. So that's definitely a city update video on Wednesday. Tomorrow or Sunday, not sure which one. Depends on what my weekend looks like. We are going to do a live stream and we are going to build the Harry Potter, what do you call it? The bookcase ends. And that is actually, I'm trying to build it for Mrs. Chip. Mrs. Chip will be gone for training for about a month, starting on Tuesday. So we will not see her for a while, and I want to do that before she leaves. Since that set is going to not go into my collection, it's going to be going into her collection. I want her to see it built. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and build that for her. Oh, wow, this is interesting. I sent you some. Okay, I'll take a look here, Greg. Just give me a minute. I will be more than happy to take a look at that. Oh, no. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, that's Goonies. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can bring that up on the screen here because I never can show it really well on my phone. Okay, here we go. Let me present my screen so you see it. Okay, so here we go. Lego Ideas 21363, The Goonies, 1985, rumored for November 2025. And here is a rendition of what the ship is supposed to look like. Now, that's going to be cool. I hope they have the One-Eyed Willy room where he gets the, I know that's not perverted. That's his actual name. You guys know that, though. But it could be perverted. Kind of sounds perverted, One-Eyed Willy. But anyway, that looks really cool. Oh, and they have Sloth. Oh, I love that, dude. Baby Ruth. Oh, boy. One-Eyed Willy. Yeah, this looks like a great set. Let me see if they've got any more pictures. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Is it really supposed to come? Oh, I get it. Oh, that's awesome if they actually do that. So on one side, it's going to be the pirate ship, and that's what it's going to look like. On the back side and the inside is actually going to be, looks like One-Eyed Willy's treasure room. I see the bone organ there going on. Okay. So they are going to have scenes of the movie on the other side. Oh man, that looks cool. I really hope they do this. It's supposed to be $299, release date November the 1st. I'm cash strapped right now, but who knows? Maybe on the 1st I won't be. It's an official. Oh, it is. Okay. So what you sent me was official pics. Let me see how much different they are. Oh no. Okay. So they're not that much different. They did make it somewhat different. Let me see if I can find the official ones here. That was kind of old. Yeah. Let's see if this guy's got better pictures. He's got the same exact picture. Okay, and it does look different. Because, yeah. Okay, well, there's a rough idea of what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's cool, man. I remember that movie. It came out when I was a kid. Jay's, I like Jay's Brick Blog. Let's see. No, he has the same exact pictures, which are different than what's on the box. Okay. All right. Well, we have a rough idea of what it's going to look like, and these pictures are bigger. Oh, and then there's Gizmo. All right. Well, there you go. It's like a Guinness tattoo to buy that set so I can play the Guinness harp. Sounds like Susan is bringing the old One-Eyed Willy to the... Good one, Scott. Oh, boy. It's probably a leak. One-Eyed Willy's is leaking. If that's the case, he needs to go to the doctor and catch it and get rid of it. Sorry. That was awful. You guys ever seen the movie The Jerk? With Steve Martin back in 1980. I mean, nowadays the movie would be considered racist, but oh my gosh, that movie, I love that movie. Cracks me up every single time I watch it, man. Chip, you're so funny, bro. Oh, History of the World. Hell yeah, I've seen that. That is one of my favorites, man. Oh my gosh, that has humor in there that you can never have. Like Josephus, the slave guy. Oh my gosh, he is hilarious. But I hear I got an amazing corkscrew. What? It's a hip crowd. And don't let Miss Chip fool you. She loves that movie too. We've seen that movie so many times. In fact, yeah. In fact, we own a copy of it. Anyway, love History World. Oh my gosh, that shit's so funny. I like that. I love the Roman Senate. Should we build more housing for the poor? How do you vote? Fuck the poor. Because that's real. That's real. What do you call that? That's real politics today. And I'm not trying to get political, but I mean, you see what they're doing, the government shutdown and making sure everyone suffers as much as possible. So it does remind me of, oh boy. I got the new BAM Christmas figs for Yeti and myself. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that I didn't see any of those yet, but yeah. You know, I thought about that actually, Scott, because I've toyed with the idea of moving to Texas, and I've checked the map, and I think so. There's Austin and San Antonio, and then Fort Hood, like right in the middle, and that's where I'd go if I moved there. And there is a Bricks and Minifigs up here in Austin and San Antonio, but there's not one in Killeen. And there is 3 hours in between Killeen and San Antonio, and then Austin's in like an hour and 20, I think it is, north. So for like 4.5 hours, there is no Bricks and Minifigs. And so I have toyed with the idea is if I move there to use my money and to open a Bricks and Minifigures. Oh yeah, no, I don't. No, I wouldn't even do San Antonio, John. But yeah, no, I know Austin's a liberal city. I've been there. One of my daughters lived there for a little bit, and I went to visit her a few times. It didn't work out really well. She came home as soon as she could. She didn't like it. So, yeah. Houston's more of a purple city. Okay. I've never been to Houston. I have been to Dallas. Yeah, I gotta admit I haven't really been a lot. But yeah, I toyed with the idea of doing a Bricks and Minifigures out there just because there's no one really servicing that area already, and there's a lot of military there, and I figure that, you know, if I did open one, you know, got the permission, I opened one, I figured there'd be a lot of people wanting to buy and sell, because you think about it, soldiers fall in hard times. You know, they're going to want to sell some stuff quick. And if I got a Bricks and Minifigs right there, I could buy off them, or a lot of times when they move, they have a weight limit on how much the Army will move for them. And I'm sure some people will realize they're a little bit over the weight and they don't want to pay the surcharge. So they'll come in and say, hey, I got this Lego set that, you know, because Legos are heavy. And I'd be like, hey, I'd like to sell this. And I just think it'd be a great location. Yes, Greg does. Have you seen The Meaning of Life? No, I have not. I have seen, what do you call that? Oh, wow. These. Okay. Well, sorry, I got sidetracked here. Okay, now I got it. I know I've not seen it. And yeah, Greg lives in Texas. Yeah. The great state of Texas. I think, if I remember right, I did the thing on Google Maps once from the area. If I were to move to Texas, the area that I'd live in is about 6 hours from Greg. So we're still pretty far apart, but Texas is a huge state. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes, I have seen that one, and that one is a great movie. Quest for the Holy Grail. We've already got one. What do you mean you've already got one? Just what I've said. We've already got one. Yeah. What's your favorite part of the movie? I also like the part about the stupid troll and that bridge that's impossibly small, but they have to cross the troll's bridge. And he asks them questions, and if they can't answer it, they get thrown off the bridge. So stupid. But I love it. Okay, we got a sticker here. We're running out of stickers, so and I'm happy about that. I don't like stickers that are on the same color, like white on white, like this is. Black on black's worse because the color gets absorbed by the light. Okay, so we've got a bit of the front of the boat going. You got to remember, I don't look ahead. I build this as you guys are here, and so I don't always know. I don't know what's coming next most of the time. This is definitely one of those cases where I don't know what's coming next. We got 2 bags after this one, and then we're going to seal the deal and call it a night. I shouldn't because I don't have much money, but I am feeling like Burger King tonight. I am hungry. Maybe I can get out of here on time, and instead of going to Burger King, maybe I can just go to the supermarket and get me some burgers and get me some buns and have my own. Lord knows it'll be healthier than going to Burger King, that's for sure. Okay. All right, so we have that. You had Domino's. That's pretty good. We don't have a Domino's anywhere even close to here. Oh. Okay, there we go. We do have little squeezers. That's what my friends used to call it in high school. We used to call it little squeezers. Then, of course, we eat there every day anyway, so whatever. What it would be like to be a teenager again and be able to get away with eating whatever the hell I want. Man, back then I could eat whatever I want and never gained a pound. Now I just look at stuff and I feel my butt growing. So, yeah, times are different. Burger King would be better. We do have a Burger King here. It's nasty over here. Oh, is your weather nasty or is the food nasty? Which one? Or all the above? Hey, Yeti, how's it going? How are you feeling today, brother? How's the fuzzball? Burger King, Domino's are disgusting. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Our Burger King here is actually good, but they're really slow on the service. And so I don't like going there because it's supposed to be fast food. And I know that if I go there, I know I'm going to be there a long, long time. I'm talking like 15 minutes. And it's like, I don't think I really want to wait 15 minutes. How's the fuzzball? He's good. He's actually outside. I forgot him. So that means he's going to be nice and happy with me as soon as I'm done here. Oh, boy. Enzo doesn't take too kindly to being left outside. But I have to remind him once in a while that he's just a dog. No, not good. I found a lump under my arm and I think, oh, you know, I actually just got rid of that. So yeah, I've fought that too. Oh shoot. Oh man. I gotta fix this, guys. I kind of messed this up. There we go. There we go. I fixed that. Yeah. Yeah, I just went to the doctor for that, and they able to help me get that cleared right up. So I hope that you have a similar experience. Boy, this boat is elaborate. It is very elaborate. Yeah, I'll have to go to one of those stupid ass after hour clinics. Can't stand those places. Neither can I. I don't think I've ever really had a positive experience going there. It's not like you go there and they're like, oh yeah, here's your problem, and yeah, they actually fix it. It's usually some BS. Like you go see him, you wait forever. Oh, why don't you go see your regular doctor during normal hours? And it's like, what the hell are you doing here then? Anyway, sorry. I'm not trying to jinx your appointment. I hope your appointment isn't that. I hope your appointment is, oh yeah, we got that covered. Here you go. Just do this. Yeah, you can have cellulitis. No. so they'll tell you that you have COVID. Oh, well, don't you know everything's COVID? I don't want to get banned, so I better be quiet. We're almost done with the boat here. We just have one little piece to put right here. There we go. And let's slide this over. Okay, so the boat goes right in here. I think this is the funnest part of it. All right, well, let's grab the next bag. This bag's not very big. I'm not going to the doctor unless it gets worse. I don't want to make a bill. Yes, I understand that. They don't ban you for that anymore, that it's over with. Yeah, we used to say the word COVID. It used to flag you, and oh my gosh, it was the end of the world. You mentioned exactly what was happening. How dare you? and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but really, if they have to ban you for just using the word COVID because that's what the world's facing, they're not trying to protect anything. They're trying to hide something. Anyway, and I think this is supposed to be Charlie right here. There you go. He's got the hat and got the golden ticket. Okay, well, let's slide this over so we can work on it. No, Greg, I will vouch with what he's saying. It is not what you want at all. It's not any fun. I hate it's part of a song. Yeah, no, I know it is, Greg. Isn't that Weird Al? I hate going to the hospital and then I can barely see my regular doctor anyway. I have to wait almost 3 months to be able to see my doctor, so I'm always seeing somebody else. Yeah, that's true too, right there, man. My doctor's hard to get into as well, and I just wonder what the purpose of it is. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I want to take my shoe shine. Got to take their word. That's the song I'm fat. Yeah. Weird Al. Yep. I thought I recognized your shenanigans, Greg. And it looks like I do understand your shenanigans. It's actually really funny, kind of related to this. Jenny's dad used to like to call the kids scallywags. And I remember one day while I was working for the newspaper, I was driving around taking care of stuff for the newspaper. In a strip mall was a bar named Scallywags. And I thought it was so funny. The next time that her dad came to visit, I took him by to show him that there was such a place called Scallywags. You know, it's actually sad. Weird Al did an interview recently, and they asked him why he's not doing any more music. And he stated that the world's so divided that he really can't find a topic that everyone could agree on and would like and recognize. He said things have become so divided. And that really made me sad because I like Weird Al stuff. And I don't care what genre it is. Oh, here, let's move this over so you can see that. Oh, now we got to do a lamppost. Well, I do have a couple Bricklink orders to get together tonight because my post office is only open for 2 hours tomorrow. All right. So I need to get that done, and I will get that done. I'm planning on going live at 4 p.m. my time tomorrow. Okay. Well, Yeti, I should be around. I don't know. Let me think about that. I think I will be around. Check back with me on that. Sorry. Whew. My whole sleep schedule got thrown off. Well, guys, we only got one more bag after this one, so we're going to go ahead and, even though we're over an hour, I'm going to go ahead and complete it tonight. I just want to get it done. You know, just get her done. Mrs. Chip's been quiet. I'll bet you she's not here anymore. Mrs. Chip left me, guys. Let me see if I got a message from her. No, she didn't send me no message. What? I could not hear you. That's because you weren't listening, woman. Open your ears, jerky. Okay. Yes, the Jerky Boys. Well, Miss Chip is planning on leaving me, by the way. Just to let you guys know, for about a month. See, the good part about having Mrs. Chip gone for a month is that I can do whatever I want. She'll never know about it. And, you know, that cute little redhead, you know, I'm always talking about, you know. I'm kidding, guys. You guys don't know that's an ongoing joke between me and Miss Chip. Because everyone I dated before her was a redhead. I date the first redhead, non-redhead, and I married her. So it's always been a joke that there's some redhead out there that I'm searching for. But anyway, yes. 1 month of guilty-free fun. You got the idea, Greg. But yeah, there's an ongoing joke about it, and I don't know. There is a redhead that works at the supermarket. Now, she started working there after I made this joke, and she's not cute. She is married, so I'm not even, you know, and I'm married, so I'm not even looking. But I'm not. Look, I'm really happy for her, but she's a recovering drug addict, and she's made it very clear that she is. She talks about it if you talk to her. And I hate to say it, but it's not her age, it's the mileage. And she doesn't, she shows it that she used to be an addict, just being around, because it's destroyed her. So anyway, it's just a joke that we have. And ironically, a redhead started working there after I made the joke, but it's not a redhead I'd ever want anything to do with. So anyway, it's just a joke that we have. Now, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this joke, but I got a joke for y'all. And that is, did you know that Dwayne Johnson is the only guy who can turn a lesbian straight? Yep, that's right, because rock beats scissoring. Anyway, bad joke. All right. Tiffany was a redhead when I first met her, and then she left the guy and ran out of her hair coloring. That's what I found out. She was a natural brunette. I guess I'm still searching for redhead too. Actually, when I first met Miss Chip, she had blonde hair, and she ended up being a brunette. But I will tell you, like I said, I've dated a couple of redheads before, and one of the redheads I dated, she had a really good joke, and she would say, "Do you know why blondes have more fun?" And her answer to that was, "There's not enough redheads." Okay, well, this character, I know who this is. This is Mr. Willy Wonka, and just judging by his outfit, this is definitely the Willy Wonka that was Gene Wilder. You can tell that right off. I don't see his legs, though. Oh, there they are. And they even gave him a cane in the form of the Harry Potter wand. Awesome. All right, see, there you go. $12,000 steps, and that is freaking awesome, dude. That is super awesome. I did not get anywhere near that today. Oh my goodness. The day's not over though. Okay. Yep, this is the last bag. About 150 pieces left. And then we're going to call it a night. And then I'm going to call Mrs. Chip after this so she can whisper sweet nothings into my ear. I didn't say she was going to, so she can. So she has the opportunity. No one said that she's actually going to do it, but I'm going to give her the chance. Yeah, buddy. Oh boy. Sorry. Having a flashback of things that are way inappropriate for YouTube. So sorry, can't repeat the funness that I'm having in my own head right now. And it's probably better off. You guys would probably be traumatized if you knew. So anyway. All right. So this is going pretty well, I think. This whole entire project. There really isn't a whole lot to this set, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed with the price tag. I'm having buyer's remorse, guys. The next build is the Harry Potter bookcases, the bookcase ends. And that is something that I want to get done before Mrs. Chip leaves, because that is a gift to Mrs. Chip since she has all the books in this marriage. I maybe own a dozen books. She owns a couple hundred, if not more. She might be over the 1,000 mark. And I really mean that. That's not an insult. That's just being truth spoken into your ears. You know what? I don't remember, but I'll look real quick. Yeti wants to know how much. Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, come on, Lego, stop it. No, she's not here, John. No. Willy Wonka is $219.99. Yeah, actually, I want to look at that real quick because the other day I looked at the orders and it had the next version of the Bricklink orders in process. And yeah, it still says in process. So the popcorn wagon might be on its way shortly. I hope so. Put that little mushroom there. She will throw a book at you if you get in trouble. Yeah, she probably would. In fact, I've got the scars to prove it in the back of my head. She's thrown frying pans. She's thrown just about everything. But we still love you. I was paid to say that. Yeah, Mrs. Chip is sadly in Texas. I wish she wasn't in Texas, or I wish I was in Texas. But it's just not. I mean, every time I try to make anything happen in that direction, it just doesn't happen. So I don't know. I'm wondering if it's just not meant to be. Oh, I must have missed something. I did miss something. Let me put this down real quick. Okay, there and there. Okay. I went to shopping for sweaters the other day, but the card declined and asked me to insert the card again. Is that because too much Lego purchases? What is that all about? Okay, so then we did that. We did that. I need to get, I wish I'd be able to afford for the Goonies set coming out next month, but it's over $300 and they have an awesome GWP. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it either. I'm really, really hoping that I have the money to do it, but I just don't know. The way things are looking right now, I'd say no. But the awesome part about owning a Bricklink store is that you people help me get more Lego without even knowing it. I do pay some bills out of my Bricklink, but mostly it's just a way for me to fuel my own habit. Cardigans. Oh, I got it, Craig. Okay. That's why he needed to run his card a second time, because it was a cardigan. Okay. Oh, man. Mrs. Chip says she's wondering that herself. Yeah, I guess, yeah. This is super intricate. Everything about this is really just crazy. Well, of course, this is a world that's not really the real world, so it is going to be crazy. So I'm just trying to... This is Willy Wonka's world. I'm just living in it. How's that? Oh, the Enterprise official set. Now, that's supposed to be out like really soon too, right? I can't believe it's only 7 o'clock, man. It is pitch black out there. And I'm glad I'm not parting out any of these sets. That would be a disaster. All these small pieces. It's coming out on Black Friday. Okay. It's gonna be over 400. Yeah, I don't think that's on my shopping list then. All right, we got the candy cane tree here. And it looks like we got a pedestal thing to build. So let's go ahead and do that. A pedestal with a lamppost on it. Okay, and then we've got... I want my popcorn wagon and I want it now. Yeah, that's a cool set, dude. Okay. We are officially done. Here is the set in its full glory. Probably the best part is the chocolate waterfall. Keeps getting stuck, but there you go. We've got a boat. We do have all the minifigs. They're all right here. And there are a total of 9. 2 Oompa Loompas, Willy Wonka, looks like Charlie. I don't know who the other people are. There are 4 or 5 golden tickets. So, anyways, great set. Love the candy canes. I love the different foliage, how it's different colors, the large mushrooms. Of course, I don't know what kind of high you get off of those, but kind of psychedelics there are, but there you go. All right, guys, thanks for being here tonight. Hit that like button. And I hope you guys have a great night. Be good to each other and stay safe out there. And as Yeti would say, love, peace, and chicken grease.